financial report for the last quarter will be available this afternoon.
Okay, great everybody. That was great for the first try. You all were great. Yeah. What I can elicit from the audio is financial, yeah, blank for the last blank will be available, because these words are really clear, will be available this afternoon is really obvious. Okay. Financial blank for the last, okay, will be available this afternoon. When talking about the afternoon, I would talk about the time. For the last, but definitely you would get something related to quarter, but you cannot distinguish the letters. But generally you could get the intonation of quarter, yeah? Like some of you wrote record or such words, like you could get. There was a shadow of the word quarter, but with afternoon, and will be available this afternoon, you definitely think about the time for the last minute. No, that was quarter. Okay, quarter. Yeah, this is everything related to time. Am I right, Naya? Am I right, Zahra? Okay. And for the last quarter was done. But the financial, some might get record. Some might get record, for example, financial record. This is when it is actually that's inevitably actually possible, like getting record instead of report. Yeah, it's okay because this is inevitable. Yeah, but try to do something. At least financial. Okay, you couldn't get report, but you can get record. Yeah, record can be instead of report, but this is what you have to do. Knowing more about intonation of the words, like this is what that many candidates don't know. Like there is difference between record and record. Yeah. There's difference between how to pronounce, for example, present and present. Yeah? In pronouncing verbs, there's the word is stressed in other syllable. I mean, that record or record, present or present. Yeah, these are verb. First word is noun. Yeah. By knowing how the words are stressed, how words are pronounced, and grammatical rules of the words in the sentence, like here we need a noun. Yes, everybody. Therefore, pronunciation is really important. If I'm dubious between actually report and record, that was definitely the pronunciation was stronger in the second syllable. Yeah, definitely record as a noun cannot be as it was pronounced differently. Yeah. Okay. Because both of them can be replaced here meaningfully. Both of them are. Both of them can make sense. record or report, both of them. But it was what that most candidates could be marked when they can distinguish this stress words, yeah? Okay. Question, problem, nothing? Okay. Okay, next one. Next one, listen to the audio. First of all, you write down for yourself and then share in the group. Number, it was number 6, yeah? Okay. Find another one. Okay.
6. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session. Please switch off all electronic devices when you are attending a conference session.
Why do we switch them off if we are attending? Okay. When you are attending, so maybe when the session is over, maybe they remind you of turning them off, yeah? Okay. Okay. On a test day, under the stress and pressure of exam, Puyan, you're thinking about how does it make sense or not. And that's really, I really appreciate. Okay. You precisely think about the sentence. Okay. Great. Okay, everybody. That was yeah. Okay, everybody. Starting with please. Okay. Switch off or switch off. It was your question. Some of you were dubious which one could be used, and I will explain it then. But now, switch off. Okay, I would get please. This is as what you all could detect. Switch off. I could get it. I couldn't get what would be here, but I could get electronic, for example, devices. Yeah, here. I could get when. I could get you are, but I couldn't get, this is based on what you have written here, most of you. This is actually the result of all your comments, okay? Result of all your comments, that was, these words are what you all could detect, okay? Please switch off electronic devices when you are blank, because there was a mistake there, but there's not there. Conference, what? No. Conference was not written by you all. You wrote session. Session was what you wrote. Well, yeah. Okay. Please switch off. Okay. Electronic devices. I couldn't get, for example, all, but I know there is something. When you cannot detect something, but for most of the questions, at least you could get that there was something. At least you know that there was something. Do you agree, everybody? When you cannot clearly distinguish the word, but generally you know that there was something. Okay, please don't ignore that word that you knew that there was something. Got it, everybody? Do you know what I mean, everybody? Just don't ignore that. By adding alternative grammatical words, you can be close to the answer. And mostly, maybe 80%, you're right. Okay, if you get enough practice. Okay. Well, please switch off blank. It was, what can it be? Electronic devices. One electronic device says, or, and be aware of the words to be plural or singular, yeah? And you all wrote devices, that's great. Definitely, there should be these, for example, devices, those devices. There should be all devices, okay? According to the pronunciation, it would be all. Therefore, that it would be all. Okay. When you are, this is a general situation, everybody. Or when you are, this is a general situation, can be occurred every day, talking about every day. Therefore, before session, we need a, not the. Yeah? Some of you could detect all the words except a, yeah? Instead of the, you would write a. Okay. When you are, I couldn't get attending, but I know there was something. I know before it, there should be a, because this is a general statement. And I could get there was a word before session, because most of you couldn't get the words before session, but at least you wrote blank because you knew that it was something. Yeah, someone, you knew that there was something. This is when, what can it be? Session. According to the pronunciation, it would be, instead of conference, maybe I could get, I don't know, class session. Maybe I could get class instead of conference. What similar pronunciation would I detect? I don't know. Conference, class. Do you have any idea, everybody? Would you please write it out? It might be conference, it might be class, it might be, I don't know. What else can it be? What else can I detect? Actually, nothing. Maybe class instead of conference can be heard. Because everything related to the session would be conference, yeah? Because C could be detected as something related to this pronunciation. Class, conference, something same as, yeah? So conference would be here. Conference session. A conference session. But when you are doing what to the session? When you are doing what? Someone, what is the verb used for session? When you are participating, attending, going. Based on the pronunciation, which one can be used? Attending. Yeah? Everybody? Okay. Good. No question, no problem. But By the way, switch up or switch off? Which one? Both of them. Both of them can be possible. Or both of them can be possible. Switch up, switch off, maybe, yeah? But isn't it, Ferdos, isn't it warning? Ferdos, please asking.
Isn't it what?
Warning, I mean.
Please switch.
By switch on, by using switch on electronic devices, okay, when you are, in the case when you are, I'm talking about the situation when you are attending, please do something. Isn't it warning by just turn it off, yeah? By maybe shortage of electricity, or maybe, I don't know, there would be responsibility to turn them off, I don't know, or something. What wasn't it? The tone of, actually, the sound of a speaker was just like that. It was requesting for something just like that. They were warning, yeah? Okay. It was not asking to start the session. That was not asking to maybe to begin the session. Talking about electronic devices as that was the lack of maybe electricity or something. Same as, yeah. Okay. Great. Next one. I think number 6 was not done. There's number 6. Okay. Ready, everybody? Start.
6.
No.
5.
Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
5.
Extra seminars will be scheduled to assist you with revision.
Okay. It was, there was a blank, so some of you could get a seminar, but seminar was heard by most of you. And after that, some of you got was scheduled or scheduled was heard by all of you. To assist you was heard by all of you. Read, and after that, couldn't be heard. Okay, scheduled 2. I could get ED, and most of you could get it. That was scheduled. Okay. But it was or was it past tense? Like a seminar was scheduled to assist you. Could I say that there was a seminar scheduled to assist you? Okay, there was a seminar to assist me, but now what happened? If there was, and I was, I don't know, helped. Isn't it for future? Everybody, this is the combination of detecting pronunciation, words, by the way, at the same time, it should make sense for you, and you can get the meaning at the same time. Bunch of words should be meaningfully convey the same thing. Yeah, that is what I mean, everybody. I mean that there was a seminar, and that was a seminar. Okay, was scheduled to assist you. Okay, if this was the sentence, am I not waiting for the rest of the sentence? There, what happened at the end? Could it help me or not? Okay, if there is somebody listening to the audio, it says that there was a seminar scheduled to assist you. Okay, I'm waiting for the rest of the sentence. Then what happened at the end? It was in the past. The seminar was scheduled to assist me. And now, I don't know. Got it, everybody? Otherwise, it should be about a future that there is no result. If there was a sentence in Persian, everybody, and somebody said there was something to help you. Okay, weren't you waiting for the rest of the sentence? Answer my question. Mariam, Saman, Puyan, Zahra, Firdos, Mujtaba. If there is something, a question, maybe a problem, if you cannot maybe justify by my reasoning, please ask your question. Okay, I would explain more. Okay. Therefore, this is for question. This is for actually the future statement. Yeah. Will be scheduled. So that was, it should be a seminar, cannot do anything, everybody. It should be passive. When I start the sentence by seminar, I cannot use a schedule. Some of you wrote I scheduled, okay, or we scheduled. In this case, there was no seminar at first. When it starts, it begins with a subject, with actually an object, yeah, like seminar. This is when it should be passive. Got it, everybody? Starting with the subject cannot do anything. The sentence is certainly passive. And in this case, this future. Okay, to assist you with, I don't know, maybe I cannot get, but some of you wrote resign, some of you wrote I cannot read it. Your vision, our vision wrote, great. To assist you with, everybody. Yeah? Help you in or with. Assist you in or assist you with. These are the prepositions used for this case. Yeah? You should have known it grammatically, everybody. Most of the sentences should be known grammatically. Okay? So this is unavoidable. You have to read more. You have to read more about grammar. Okay? Assist you with. But first of all, it was not a seminar. That was extra seminar. Yeah? Because there should be an adjective by extra seminar is a schedule to assist you. This is something more to assist you. Not, we would, for example, hold a seminar only to assist you. Okay? But the seminar was not a schedule to assist you, but extra seminar was scheduled to assist you. Got it, everybody? Okay. I know it would be really difficult. At the same time, you have to think about the meaning. You have to think about grammatical rules and how it conveys its meaning. At the same time, you have to detect grammatical rules and how to maybe puzzle those grammatical words such as maybe other grammatical verb tenses, yeah, easy or maybe has past perfect, I mean present perfect, other senses, other verb tenses, sorry. I know. But if you practice a lot, by the way, those sentences are not long. They are not too long, actually. One of you, I don't know who was, but forgot about the end of the sentence. Try not to memorize every single word, because some of them like to assist. Okay, you can be conveyed by yourself by just getting the whole meaning, then attending, for example, or you or other words can be conveyed by just conveying the whole meaning. There would become, yeah. But some of the important words, such as assist, such as seminar, such as scheduled, should be detected. Then you would order it yourself. This is the strategy, everybody. Got it? Main important words should be memorized. Then, based on the meaning, you would puzzle it yourself. You would set it grammatically. Yeah? Okay? Great. With was revision, everybody. Revision. Maybe that was difficult, I know. You should have heard it before if you wanted to detect it. I know. It was revision. Okay. Any other question? Yeah, revision, Mariam. It was revision. Yeah. Next one. Listen.
7.
It is important that you work as a team on this project. It is important that you work as a team on this project.
It is important was obvious. Is important. Okay. And then work. After that, team. And let me check what you wrote. I want to write your result. You all could detect on, no, some of you wrote in, okay? And this project was done both by you all. Project. Okay. It is important, most of you write, but everybody, there was a long pause. Listen, this is really important. Between, it is important to work. Okay, I would pronounce this way. It is important to work. Important to. It is important to work, yeah? The last word T plus to would be pronounced T, okay? It is important to work, okay? That it. But that was a long pause, wasn't it, to work? Yeah? The only thing you had to detect, the only thing you could notice was the long pause, not the short one. Therefore, it was not to work. Okay, what would it be instead of to? To is the connector between it is important, it is plus adjective needs a connector to use a verb, to add a verb. Here was not to, therefore it was that. Okay? After that, you need a subject, you need a full sentence. That you. It is important that you, yeah? It is important that you work. It is important that you work. You could get to work, yeah? But this is more than that. Wasn't it a longer pause, everybody? I know, I'm sure that all of you could get the long pause. Everybody, when you are not sure else would replace. Can you hear me, everybody? If you're running out of time, no? Oh, yes, now it's okay, yeah. If you're running out of time, it is important to work. If you replace it by the correct one, maybe you could miss others, I know. But generally, by practicing enough at home, step by step, you would be grammatically correct. Yeah? Okay. That your word, most of you could get as. Most of you could get as. But I don't know why everybody, before, write it down, please. Before a noun, there should be a, the, or maybe this is when it is empty. The article is empty. Okay? In some cases, articles are empty, like present. Like present is the word that not to a person, not to the person. Maybe in some particular cases we use a or the, but that's mostly empty. Yeah? Otherwise, before nouns, there should be a or the. In particular, singular nouns. Now we don't have these maybe, or those maybe, some maybe. Okay? Got it, everybody? For the word team, there should be a team, the team. Most importantly, after as a team, yeah, as a team, as a teacher, yeah, as a doctor. Okay, after as we have a. Maybe you could get a, but my problem is whenever you're mentioning these phrases as, after as, there should be unintentionally, there should be a after as. Got it, everybody? Yeah. On this project or in this project? Working on, not working in. Am I right? Ouch. By the way, Puyan, I have some words with you. It is important to evoke. Maybe if you didn't know the word evoke, it would be much better. Maybe the more you know, everybody, maybe the more you know the words, yeah, maybe it would be less practical, because in the case you didn't know maybe the meaning of the word evoke, and maybe in the case you thought that this word doesn't have any meaning, maybe you would think about work, a team, project, work. But this is why you know that the word evoke, but you didn't maybe get, you have learned the word, everybody, but you didn't you didn't have enough practice on the word, on different collocation, on different phrases with the word. Okay, evoke should be checked by evoke. In the meaning of illicit, it is used differently. And the word that it can be returned, that would be differently. The word that, in the case, it means, for example, invite or maybe call or something same, it is used differently. So this is, be aware of new words you are memorizing, everybody, okay? But it shows your English proficiency. That's great that you know many words. You. But actually, I'm worried about your exam when they are not that complicated. Everybody, that exam is really complicated, so it should be.
Your voice is breaking up. Yes.
Yes. Okay, great, Ferdos. Talk about your perception about the real test. You might think it is that complicated. There might not be simple words such as work, team, project. This is, for example, in the real test. This is really easy. Combination words and something can be different. And mostly the exam of grammatical by yourself. Yeah. Okay. your questions. Do you have any question? No, Mariam, I don't mean exam is not complicated. I mean, it is not that complicated. You assume about the exam, yeah? Maybe you think beyond the real test, because, for example, Puyan thought that it is too easy to be work. It might be evoke, yeah? Because work can be too easy for the exam, yeah? Maybe he assumed something differently, yeah? That exam is really hard, yeah? But generally, it is complicated. But whenever you come across an easy question, everybody answer it easily, okay? Don't doubt, please. Got it, everybody? Got it, Puyan, Mariam, Saman, Zahra, Mushaba, Ferdoz. Okay. Okay. Next one.
The study showed that people's mood can be affected by news and weather reports. The study showed that people's mood can be affected by news and weather reports.
The studies show blank because you didn't know the correct verb tense. And what you wrote that, yeah, that most of you, no, didn't write. And people, that was protected by you. All people affected by news okay. Studies, everybody, whenever you're writing, in your speaking, I don't know, or maybe you are listening to the audio, for studies, research, or new research, for example, studies, statistics, I don't know, for such words, verb tenses should be past or present perfect. From the past to now, for example, studies have shown, okay? For example, a new research has shown, for example, or maybe other words. Okay, everybody, never use simple present for studies, for research, for, I don't know, statistics, yeah? In this case, it was showed. It was not present perfect. It was showed. And show that, because if you couldn't get the word that after show and before, people we need a connector. It showed you inevitably need that. Am I right, everybody? If you wanna answer it, if you wanna repeat the sentence, you, even if you couldn't get that, you would use that. Okay? Okay. That people, that people affected, people, you could get people and affected. Okay? Isn't it passive? People, when people affect something, or maybe they are affected. Okay? Am I right, Zahra? It should be unavoidably should be passive, yeah? Even if you wrote it, people affected, I'm totally sure if you wanna repeat it loudly, you know that there is something less and you would answer it correctly, okay? Okay, yeah. People, blank, this is passive, but it was not R. Yeah? And this is the reason you couldn't write R, because you were sure that there was not R. Am I right, everybody? Most of you didn't write R because you were actually dubious that it was not R, and you were totally right. It was can be affected. Yeah? And everybody using, I'm totally sure most of you could get and news and, oh, I know. But there's something. News and is the parallel structure between two words. Both of them should be parallel, meaningfully, grammatically. News and what can be? Everything related to news. It can be, I don't know, anything, yeah, but related to news. And most of you could get weather, yeah. Most of them could get weather, and most of them could get report as well. Weather report, if you, this sentence is comparatively long. Am I right, everybody? The sentence is comparatively long. Maybe you all could listen weather report. I'm totally sure you could all. But when it comes to repeating the sentence in your repetition, maybe you would forget weather report. News and parallel structure for and can help you remind the word. Got it, everybody? These are the words, these are the signs, okay? Helping you not forget the word. News and, okay, that was something same as news. Okay, that was a report, yeah, weather report. Okay? This is another, a strategy, another one that you need to practice a lot. First of all, I can easily detect it. I forget. But there are some signs helping me, assisting me in remembering the words. Yeah? Yeah? Everybody? Got it, everybody? Okay. By the way, news and weather reports or report, which one? It is parallel or, sorry, it is, I mean, that in parallel structure we have news and weather reports, singular or plural, which one? Reports, yeah. Great. Okay. By the way, it was people's mood. Their mood can be affected by, okay, people's mood. Not only people, but also their mood. Okay. Okay, everybody. Next one.
Detailed analysis of population growth has revealed some alarming predictions. Detailed analysis of population growth has revealed some alarming predictions.
That was great, Fuyan, Mariam, Saman. That was difficult, but that was great. Okay. You were great. It was really complicated, but you were great. Blank analysis. I know most of you could get analysis, okay? But in the middle of the sentence, maybe you got disappointed. Am I right? Other students that you didn't write anything. I'm totally sure you could get most of the words, but you got disappointed. Am I right? Mushaba, Ferdo, Zahra. Yeah, I know. Okay. Self-confidence has really influenced on you on a test day. Okay. Generally, self-confidence has great impact generally on you, I know. But in this type of question, now first of all, you have to repeat the sentence. It has a great impact on your exam, everybody. Therefore, what I want you is, at least you would say something. At least by such words that you have heard, you could make sentences. Okay? By the way, there is another type of question in writing task 1. You need to order shuffle words, everybody. You have to make sentences out of shuffle words. This is same as this practice. As I told you, exam is symmetric. On one side, you are receiving some shuffle words and listening. You need to make sentences. On the other hand, you would read some shuffle words. You need to make some sentences. They're same. Yeah? In 2 different aspects. Exam is symmetric between writing, reading, speaking, listening. But they are same. Okay? Got it, everybody? What I want you is get plenty of practice on how to make a sentence based on shuffle words. Okay? And don't be afraid of making mistakes. No matter. At least you're doing something. Okay? Okay. It was blank. Analysis of population was heard. I'm totally sure. Analysis of population, that was good. But maybe growth could be missed, I don't know, or could not. Has, maybe you don't know the verb. Some blank prediction. Analysis of population, everybody, for after population we need growth. Population growth is a collocation. By the way, when there is an assessment on population, there should be growth. Am I right? This is a collocation. Population growth, it might be analysis of, it can be, I don't know, it can be assessment of, I don't know. Okay. After that, after growth, here was growth. As what can it be? What do we do with analysis of population growth? As and prediction. But revealed, I'm totally sure you could all get the pronunciation, but you couldn't build it yourself. Yeah? Or maybe you were dubious. Am I right? Wasn't it revealed or not? Am I right? Because it was the easy conveying. Yeah? It was clearly, I think, conveyed. Am I right? Revealed was conveyed. One of the reasons that you couldn't get revealed as clear as possible was you're struggling on analysis of population growth, that you were thinking about the first words, yeah? You missed the rest of the sentence because you were not maybe. Sometimes you need to get familiarized with collocation and population. Definitely after population growth. Okay. Therefore, I would think about the rest of the sentence. Okay, everybody. In this case, you would clearly hear revealed. Revealed, yeah. It was alarming prediction. After population growth, every word is used as negative. The tone of the sentence was negative because it was a bad news, yeah? It was negative prediction. It was alarming prediction. When you heard alarming, but you couldn't detect it, this is why that you didn't know the meaning. Okay, everybody, it was alarming. By the way, at first, it was detailed. Oh yeah, that was great. You could even detect detailed. That was great, Puyan. That was great. Was excellent job there. Detailed analysis of population growth, yeah, has revealed some alarming it was.